more about all of this with Angela Diffley, who joins me on the set. Angela, first of all, let's start with the basics. Why do we call it Super Tuesday?
It's because it's the day with the biggest number of primary votes today. So 15 states from Alaska right across to Maine. Also an American territory, American Samoa, which is in the South Pacific. And we will get also the result from the Iowa caucus on the Democrat side. They are not voting in Alaska, the Democrats. So how it works is basically, for example, in California, which is the biggest, has the highest number of delegates in those states voting today. If, for example, Donald Trump wins the most votes in the state of California, then he will win all 169 delegates, because California, as the biggest, has 169 delegates. They will vote for him and he has to reach a threshold of 1,200 and 1,215 delegates to win that nomination. The same sort of thing works on the Democrat side, where there is little opposition. They also have primaries today for all the House seats for the House of Representatives and a third of the Senate seats also. There are primaries for those today as well.
Right. So a lot of focus, obviously, on how Donald Trump is going to do. But there is another Republican who is still in the race. That's former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley.
Yes. So on the Republic, well, Biden is going to win. There's virtually no one challenging him. He will win. And then, of course, he will look at the people will be concentrating on where his weaknesses are for the wider election in November. Broadly, at the moment, they are still the same: age, mental acuity. Immigration is seen as a weakness for the Democrats. And although the economy holds up very well by comparison to world economies, Americans aren't really feeling that way. So they will be his issues. Trump isn't quite there yet. He is widely expected to come out of all these primaries extremely well. So he will undoubtedly win all of them. Then we have Nikki Haley, who has a choice. She might just simply exit, and we will wait to hear what she says about Donald Trump. She might decide to continue, and that will depend very much on whether she continues to receive backing from donors. She is hoping perhaps that there might be some dramatic legal development, perhaps, which would disqualify Trump, and she might be an emergency candidate. Or she might run as an independent. It looks very likely that whatever of those happens, Trump will get the nomination. And then his biggest weakness so far is women, who, with the rulings on abortion and IVF clinics, are not keen on Trump, polls show.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out and what effect that has. Just to wrap up, Angela, yesterday there was a decision from the U.S. Supreme Court that means now no state, this was about the state of Colorado, but no state can ban Trump from the ballot. And this, of course, is good news for Trump. Does this mean that the issue is now over?
Well, it's given rise to an interesting constitutional debate in the US, as you will know, Jeannie, because what they ruled yesterday was that no state has the right to ban a candidate, only Congress has the right to disqualify a candidate. And so there are voices now being raised saying that's left something rather unclear. What if Trump wins the election? And when it comes to the official certification of Donald Trump, perhaps if the Democrats win the House of Representatives, for example, they might decide that he should be disqualified on the grounds that he instigated an insurrection, they might decide. And that meeting would actually take place on January the 6th, which is exactly the day when the insurrection happened. And the point of the insurrection was to prevent the certification of Joe Biden the first time around. So there's a bit of a debate going on. I think all of these steps are very unlikely, but we've seen so many very unlikely things happening in recent US politics. Who knows?
We certainly have. Angela, thank you so much for that. That's France 24's Angela Diffley.